What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. You might have seen my previous video where I talked about the Eagle Bearer becoming potentially best in slot AR all over again that is currently in testing in the PTS. If you've got a PC and you can play the PTS, you can have a go at all this stuff now. It's all live and that's the game you can see up on my screen right now. But I'm going to show you some stats today. We're going to look at some hard numbers and we're going to see, is that actually real? Does it actually look like on paper? But before we get into it, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. If you need help with the Division or you just need a cool group of people to come and play with, you can check out my community Discord. You'll find the link in the description down below. With all that said though, let's take a look at my spreadsheet. Okay, so this is my spreadsheet. Hopefully I've not made any mistakes, but this has all the stats in that have been adjusted from the PTS. So we'll just go over them very quickly. Okay, so you can see here on the screen, assault rifle changes. So all exotic weapons third attribute will be reconfigurable, meaning you can put damage to target or cover on the bottom. But we're not really going to talk about that in this video, although we are going to include exotic assault rifles. You can see here the ACRE and ACR have had a 10% weapon damage buff. The CTAR and the rail splitter got a 10% mag size, an extra 10 in the mag. The F2000 variants, including the shield splinter, got 50 RPM and 10 in the mag. All versions of the valves got 5% weapon damage. The G36, including the named Born Great, got 50 RPM. The Honey Badger and the Savage Wolverine got 5 in the mag. M16s got 10% weapon damage. And the P416s, including the Eagle Bearer, got 50 RPM. And what you got to remember there is with the Eagle Bearer, you can put damage target or cover on the bottom as well. So that's everything that we got, and we're going to save like submachine guns, light machine guns, rifles, and all things like that for other videos. That would be way too much to go over. So let's go back to my spreadsheet. So this has got all them changes applied, and you can see here at the side I've now included like a rank column. There is some spaces here, but that's just because this spreadsheet includes all different variants of the guns. So you can see there's 3 G36, 3 FAL, etc, etc. The exotics are in bold, and you can see right at the top, as in my previous video when we mathed it out, the best bang for your buck is going to be the Eagle Bearer. A surprising second comes in the Bighorn, and then an even more surprising I should say, third comes in the F2000. That is pretty crazy. Then we've got the FAMAS still absolutely solid, followed by the G36. And then you might be saying, Tickle, what's going on? This can't be right. But it is. The St. Elmo drops all the way down to rank number 13 of all of the assault rifles, and we're only ranking 22 of them here. It's way below par compared to what it used to be like in the top. I think it was like the third or the fourth top previously. So although it has the electric shock still, the damage for the thing is just getting so left behind now, to the point it's probably not worth using anymore, especially when you consider how easily you can pick up a FAMAS, a G36, an F2000, which includes the shield splinterer. So what we're going to think about here is, if you look at this is the mag damage. Now the mag damage on an Eagle Bearer is huge. You know, look, it's crazy now in comparison to the other ones. It gets a significant amount of damage more. But that's not what really matters. What we want to look at here is the burst DPS and the sustained DPS. And you can see here, between the top 3, there is absolutely nothing. Even to the top 4, you can really stretch it out. I mean, it gets very minimal. It's very slight increases, but it's a significant increase, you know, as it gets all the way down. This is a huge significant increase from top to bottom. But the top 3 and 4, oops, just messed the spreadsheet up. There is not a lot in it. So really, it's going to be a choice of which one controls the best and which one's good for the situation that you're trying to play in. Now, obviously, we can't change talents or anything like that on these top 2 because they're exotics. But then we could run the shield splinterer at here and change the talent on it. Same with the FAMAS. So really, we're just going to kind of decide which one is going to be best And you got a variety of options as well. The shield splinterer takes one less attachment. With the FAMAS can't take a linked laser pointer, but then you've got the G36 which can take the linked laser pointer. So there's them options as well. But we're not going to look at talents. We're just going to look at which one really is probably going to be the best one to slide into your high-end assault rifle build, or just into your everyday strikers build that everybody runs already. So if I switch over to the game, I've got these guns already. So you can see here I've got my Eagle Bearer, I've got the Shield Splinterer here, I've got the Bighorn. We're going to just rule out the Bighorn. The mag size for me, especially when running strikers, is just too low. Although it's going to be a great option, it's just too low. I don't think it's viable. We've then got the FAMAS, and I just quickly crafted a G36 because we're not interested in the damage on this. We know the damage, we've got the spreadsheet numbers, but what I want to see is how well they control and what they actually look like when you're playing the game. So we'll pop our shield out here and we'll have a go here. And just to take into account here, I am running strikers, so that's something to take into account. The fact that we get 15% weapon handling, and it's likely that you are going to be running strikers with this. Now the Eagle Bearer does alright when it has the weapon handling. It doesn't do very well when it's not got the weapon handling. You can see that some of them shots are a little bit wild, but it does do okay. But it does have the the side effect of tenacity, which we'll just quickly talk about that, where you get the delayed damage that can actually kill you if you don't get enough kills, and when you're playing in a group that could be a negative effect. So then let's switch over to the Shield Splinterer. This thing has much more groups. You can see much more groups, and we can do this test. This is like an old school test that I always used to do, depending on my mouse handling here. You can see that looks pretty good. I was a little bit shaky at one point. Oh, that kicked off with a little bit of a shake. Let's give the Eagle Bearer a second shot. And it does alright. Look, it actually looks better. It doesn't feel like it's better. It takes a lot more handling. It doesn't feel like it's better. I did manage to group that really, really well. But there's not a lot in them. Just the Eagle Bearer is a bit more of a beast to control, and that's just the way it is. But we don't have to worry about tenacity. Like I said, we're not going to include the Bighorn because of the small mag. The FAMAS, however, why can't I switch to the FAMAS? Oh, because of the shield. This is the weirdest bug ever. Oh, I'm in combat, Anna. Good old range combat rules. So let's just switch both out here now. Let's put that one on there. And then we'll just switch I did put the magazine in to the G36. Hopefully our wall things are still there. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. So let's switch to the FAMAS. FAMAS is great. Absolute laser. Solid choice here. Solid choice. Really, really good. And then we've got the G36. A bit wild every now and again. There you go. You saw some there. This one's definitely coming in last. Look at that. That's crazy there then. Even with the weapon handling, that's absolutely crazy. The G36 definitely comes in last. But yeah, I mean, between them top three, let's just go back to them. Probably about 1% difference between them all. I keep making that mistake. And, it's literally going to be just whatever you want to take on the day. And it brings back the option of using all the different talents. So, with the Shield Splinterer, obviously we get Perfect Optimist, but there's no reason why you couldn't just run one of these with fast hands, so there's strained available as well. It brings back all the options to run strained, Perfect Optimist if you use the the non-named version, or fast hands if you've got used to that super fast reload that you get with the Ouroboros. You could run an F2000 with fast hands and damage target out of cover on the bottom, and it would be absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so definitely a change there in how things sit at the moment. It's a little bit of a surprise really, because when we had the last big gear update, assault rifles were super close knit. They were the most balanced of all categories and the most friendly and easy to use. They put some real distance between some of these guns, especially when you take into account how hard some of them are to handle, and the the shock of the St. Elmo dropping all the way down after it being such a niche used gun over the last season, that's a bit surprising, to be honest, because it's still going to have some place in builds because it's got such excellent mods. But aside from that, really, I think most people are going to be hitting up the shield splinter, and we all know somebody that will be super happy about that. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you found this interesting, let me know, because I will spend the time spreading the spreadsheet out for all the other variants. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, agents. Bye bye.